Let's look at definitions. The first one is period. Period is the smallest positive number p for which the function at x plus p is the same as the function of f of x. For this, all x is called, Let's look at the definitions. The first one is period. Period is the smallest positive number p for which the function of x plus p is the same as the function of the x for all x. And that number p is called the period of the function f of x. For the case of y equals psi x, we have the graph like from 0 to pi over 2, 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, and back to 2 pi, or refer to the unit circle from the angle 0, angle pi over 2, angle pi, 3 pi over 2, and back to 2 pi. The 2 pi is at the same position as an angle 0. So that means the graph finished one cycle at the value 2 pi. So the 2 pi is the period of the y equals psi of x. Another definition, the amplitude. The amplitude is a half of the difference of the max and min. The max value is the highest value of the function or the highest point of the graph. And the minimum is the lowest point of the graph. For the graph of y equals psi of x, the maximum is at 1, the minimum is at -1. So in this case, use the capital M as the max, the lowercase m as the minimum. So the amplitude is computed by a half of the difference of the max and min, or basically find the difference or what is the total height of the graph and then divided by 2. So it can be computed by subtracting the max and min, which is 1 and -1, and then multiply by 1/2, and the result is 1. So 1 is called the amplitude of y equals psi of x. Another property that we can see from the graph is the zero or the x-intercept. The zero of the function y equals f of x in general is the case that the x equals c such that the function at that point c equals 0. For the graph of y equals psi x, the 0 over here, that is pi over 2, this is pi, and this is 3 pi over 2, and the last point is 2 pi as one finish one complete cycle, or the period is 2 pi. If this is the graph on the xy plane, and the function y as a function of the x or y equals psi of x, the x-intercept occurs at angle 0, angle pi, and angle 2 pi. So for the graph of y equals psi of x, the x-intercept or the 0 occurs at the multiple of pi. For one cycle or one period, x equals 0, pi, and 2 pi. For the range of the function, the range is the interval of the y max and y min. So for our case, for the graph of the psi function, the maximum is at 1, minimum is at -1. So then the range of the psi function is the interval -1, 1.